Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly update of how the real estate market is doing in Central Florida. I'm going to take you through how the week's been and give you my insight of what I'm seeing of the movement of the market to keep you informed. Tim Weigel here with Watson Realty, and the market's definitely a shifting. And we're going to talk more about that here shortly. And before we start, please subscribe to my channel, leave comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have any feedback for. Reach out to me if you have any questions. But without any further ado, let's jump into this week's installment. So the market update for the week of June 6th through June 12th, and it's a doozy. So looking at actives on the market now, keep in mind, we've done May over May last week. So you're going to see a week that looks like it's missing, and that's why. But week over week, we see an increase. We're up 5,600 homes. That is the highest active listings we've had on the market. So it's expected we see the increase going into summer, but we're also seeing hesitation of some buyers in the market due to economic strain, but we'll talk about that later. Solds. So sold slightly down, well, not slightly, but about over 200 less solds than the week before, where we had quite a steady increase week over week. But you know, it's hesitation in the market. Median sales price. So we did increase by 1%, but we had some pretty big jumps week over week. When you look at median from Orange County, Seminole County, they're making some big strides there. Now, days on market, for the ones that closed this week, we're showing 7, 10 days, 9 days overall, depending on which county you're looking for. Still staying steady there. But we are starting to see inventory sit on the market a little bit longer. Hence why we're up from 5,000 as the highest to now 5,600. Next week when I do this, I wouldn't be surprised if we're starting to cap out close to 6,000. So some of my thoughts. The active listings are continuing to increase, and we're going to see that. It's the summer, more people like to sell during the summer, change kids before school starts. It's going to be great for the buyers because it's still a seller's market, so don't get me wrong on that one. But the buyers now have less competition to get and find homes. We'll have more choices, which will help take care of some of that buyer fatigue that's out there. And yes, buyer fatigue might not be in WebMD, but it's a legit serious issue. Now, one thing I can tell you, and if you talk to most realtors, they're going to tell you they feel a shifting in the market, and it is happening. We've been spoiled with how busy the market's been, how quickly we can get homes under contract. Now, you got to do a little extra to get those homes under contract. Doesn't mean it's a seller's market, but it is a shifting market. And part of the reason for the shift is different economic indicators, none of which impact the true value of the real estate market, but it does put some hesitation on both buyers and sellers. And what that is one, we got inflation. New inflation numbers came out on Friday, came out higher than what everyone was hoping for. You got the interest rates that might be tabling off a little bit, but they're still higher than what they were at the beginning of the year. And that's a big thing when it comes down to buyers. So you got all that coupled, you got the stock market going up and down. There's a lot of volatility out there in our economy. Doesn't mean there's volatility in the pricing of homes, because at the end of the day, we still have buyers want to buy and sellers that want to sell. We just don't have enough sellers that want to sell. So, but we're starting to see a shift. I predict by the end of the year, we're going to start seeing a flattening of the curve. But until then, has anyone guessed how wild ride we're about to go on? Now, median though, still rising, and that's because low supply. High demand, low supply, price goes up. So I don't see that changing anytime in the near future. So I hope this helps answer some of your questions out there of how the Orlando market is. Stay tuned to see what next week's wild ride of Mr. Toad's ride, we'll call it, of our real estate market here in Central Florida. And I look forward to hearing from you and hear some of the ways that you can connect with me. And if you have any questions, please ask because I want to be able to answer them. Till then, I'll see you guys next week.